well. Welcome to another edition of the Chieftain Rewind. I'm your host, Robert Gambrell. The Chieftains are still looking for their first win of the season, and let's see just how they did against Lakeview.
The Chieftains travel to Lakeview to take on the Huskies. Zach Keene back to pass, hits Kurt Kessens in the flat, and muscling through defenders for extra yardage. The drive would stall out and end in a Marko Matofsky field goal. Lakeview driving, Christian McLaughlin. Looks like he's stuffed in the middle, but bounces off Utica defenders, off to the races, down in the Utica red zone. Setting up this 6-yard touchdown rumble by Christian McLaughlin. The extra point was blocked, and the score is 6-3. The Lakeview Huskies' Dan Kylie Robinson with some hard running here. But later on in the drive, they put the ball on the ground, and Utica takes over. Christian Gegovic with a long run here, avoiding Lakeview defenders. Lakeview would get the ball back, and this 14-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Ivan Kuroda. The extra point was no good. Ivan Kuroda with the keeper again, finally getting upended by Utica. Moving to the fourth quarter, Ivan Kuroda, play action pass, hitting Christian McLaughlin in the end zone. The extra point was good, and Lakeview led 19-3. Utica trying to get back into it. Zach Keene into the hands of DeMarco Davis for a nice 15-yard reception. Ending the drive with this, Christian Gegovic diving for the corner of the end zone, and he's in. Utica would go for two and fake everyone out. Gegovic again, 2 points. And now it's 19-11. But Lakeview would strike back. Ivan Kuroda hooking up with Jude Haig, and he reaches the ball into the end zone. The extra point would be no good. That would bring us to our final score. Lakeview Huskies 25, Utica Chieftains 11.
And here's what Maruli had to say about that game.
You know, we did some good things, some things we can build off, but you know, we struggled up front with physicality, and I think, you know, they won that battle, and were able to do some things, control the ball, control the clock, and you know, that really hurt us.
The Chieftains are having a tough season, yes. However, there's one player that stands out from the rest. Senior and team captain Christian Gegovic scored 8 points, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion in the game against the Huskies. And Maruli says that this is exactly what he expected.
I mean, he's someone we went into the season expecting a lot of things from, expecting him to be a playmaker, and I think he's you know, exceeded our expectations. He's been a leader. He was a leader all offseason, works hard every day, brings a great energy, and you know, he's been doing a great job on the field. So you know, he's been a little banged up the last couple of weeks, which has been unfortunate, but he's pushing through it. He's pushing through it, and he's doing a great job. He's making plays.
Begovic is conscious on what his team needs to work on, and also what went wrong in the game against Lakeview.
What went wrong was we had the ball. You know, we had a drive that we could have scored on. We had 2 drives that we could have scored on, but we couldn't finish. And I feel like we could have, if we really finished, you know, we would have had a really good chance of winning. But we just kind of, you know, they scored on us, and they kept scoring. And then the second half, we came out and just came out a little flat. But then we got up, scored in that one drive, and then they scored again, and we just kind of lost it a little bit. So I mean, our heads kind of went down. I mean, a bunch of people went down, and you know, we can't do that. I mean, obviously, before the game, you know, I try to hype them up and, you know, tell them let's push it every drive, you know, everything we got, and let's just keep doing it. And, you know, at halftime I tell them too, like, even if we're down or even if we're up, you know, you can't be too comfortable if we're up. You know, you got to stay focused and, you know, get ready for the second half. And if we're losing, you know, I tell them, you know, let's pick it up. You know, let's do a lot better than we did first half, and we just got to keep doing it.
Maguire is on the defensive line and offensive line, and they just need to execute plays in order to win games, and feels that they need to have a better team chemistry as well.
I mean, our defensive line, we just got to be tougher, not get pushed back, it all stay lower. A lot of our guys coming off the ball high. Offensive line, we just also got to be tougher, just get our hands on, drive the guys back, not let them drive us back. That's really all we got to do to get better. We're taking the right steps and everything. We just got got to execute more.
Why is it kind of difficult for you guys to win games this season?
I mean, last season, for example, like the O-line, they've all been playing with each other I was the only new person on the line. They've all played with each other, freshman, JV, varsity. They all played the whole time. They all played together. So I was just an addition to the team. Now we got a whole new offensive line. And, like, even when I was on freshman, like, a lot of the guys, like, it wasn't, like, just a set O-line. Like, we had to, like, keep switching it up, figure out who's good in what spot. And we're still just trying to figure that out.
The Chieftains' all-time record against Stevenson is 9-26. And they beat Stevenson last season by the score of 28-21. Gegovic, Maguire, and Maruli tell me what they should and need to do in order to compete and put up a good fight against Stevenson.
Well, on offense, we can do a bunch of stretch plays as we put the running back on the side and just, stretch them out to the outside because, their DNs kind of like try to just rush in and they don't really, focus on like who's coming. And we're gonna do a bunch of, just passing plays, and I feel like we can just maybe toss it up there and, go and get it,
Yeah, they passed the ball a lot too, and I think our D-line's got to have a good game this week. I think we're going to be able to drive their guys back. They got some good tackles. They're kind of young in the middle, but I think we'll be able to do good on the D-line.
It's been a great game with them for the last 2 years. We've been fortunate that it's gone our way, but it's come down to the last series, the last 2 years. They missed a field goal 2 years ago, and we had a big stop last year. So it's we're expecting a battle, regardless of record and regardless how things have gone. I know this team's going to fight. We're going to fight every series and going to fight every game. And they're going to come out and play hard. So I expect the same thing from Stevenson. I expect it to be a battle.
Head coach Matt Maruli and his players are all on the same page. They need to limit their mistakes and beat the Stevenson Titans next week. For now, I'm Robert Gambrell. Thank you for watching another edition of the Chieftain Rewind.